here again with Leadership and Wellness Solutions. This is a video 3 in a series of topics on addictions, and this one's going to be on why recovery is so hard. And so today we have the manager again who's going to ask me some questions about this topic.
Well, hello everyone. And yeah, so the basic question is, why is recovery so hard?
Well, like, say people go through detox, whatever it is, drugs or alcohol, counseling. If you don't deal with the underlying trauma, they're gonna, say they're triggered, they're gonna use again. And so you have to deal with that root cause, which can take a long time. And then once you deal with the trauma slowly, the person can find different tools. But basically you have to almost rewiring the brain. It's like the record player is stuck in a groove. You have to create new circuits, like, because your brain is, you can create new circuits. Your brain is, let's say, moldable.
Okay, so let's apply that in a way that the crowd could understand. So, again, I'm the 7-year-old, and because mommy was yelling at daddy, called him less than a man. I've seen it at least, let's say, 40 times. I've seen, or so. Why is it I cannot get out of my mind that mommy's upset at dad because of me?
So basically, that memory, that trauma, so to speak, is playing in the background like a record. Until you reframe it and change that trauma, it's continuing to be playing back there and trigger the person as they're an adult.
Though when you say record, like, so some people may not know what a record is.
Okay, CD.
Um,
Or it's playing like a loop in the background.
Feedback loop.
Feedback loop.
So so feedback loop in the background in memory. So let's say a girl witnessed that the mommy was talking down to dad. That's going to sit with her for, can we say life? Or I guess it can sit with her for life until she gets...
Until she deals with it. And she chooses to deal with it. But a lot of people, it's too traumatic and hurtful. That's why a lot of people, some people stay on drugs their whole life because they're not able to deal with it or want to deal with it.
Well, I mean, they got to want to get better. If they're on drugs,
yeah.
Can we say
they have to want to get better, and then they have to hopefully have all the supports in place so they feel safe and be with someone they trust if they're going to go through counseling or go through the process of therapy to deal with it, or different other kinds of therapy.
Then this also ties into, which a lot of times in law enforcement we would see women, well, it could be males too. Let's say for this video, women who either had an abusive mother or lack of a strong father. Yeah, didn't have a good strong father figure in life growing up, and she ends up being like engaging in promiscuous behavior, hanging out with bad boys, so to speak. The bad boys who rob liquor stores, let's say, steal cars, sell powder, that kind of stuff. So what is she trying to cope for or make up for?
Well, she's with those guys that don't potentially maybe treat her that good, or they're not stable, because she feels like that's what she deserves. Or I'm sure you heard like the battered woman syndrome. Oh, they still have, battered man syndrome. They feel that's what they deserve, and if you keep attracting that, I'm not blaming anyone, but that's how it works. They're used to having that sort of traumatic relationship, or they were raised in that environment, and so that's what they attract. Someone that's not really dependable, someone who could be potentially abusive.
Like one of my managers, he works at one of my locations, and he actually is a battered male because his ex-girlfriend, she used to verbally abuse him, call him less than a man, and all kinds of stuff, and he has a lot of repressed anger from that. So
that's trauma too.
Okay.
Even happens to you when you're older, or I don't know how he was raised. But if you don't process it and you keep that resentment, it's really hurting yourself. You see up inside, and you'll be triggered next time. I don't know if he's with a woman or someone does that again. Yeah, it's trauma.
So I guess so far in the videos, we're trying to explain to people, explain it in a way that people can relate to it, and we can say, once someone can relate to something, then can we say that they're on the path to recovery?
Yeah, because the point of all these video series also to educate their family members, friends. Because I grew up with it, the family members who did this, so I totally understand. But most people I'll say most. Some people may not understand why a person's acting that way. For example, like someone, maybe they're active in their addiction, and say their meal is wrong, they freak out and this and that. It may look like entitlement, but they've gone through life never feeling safe, and food is also security. And so
Okay.
if the food is wrong or something, they don't feel safe and they go off. But it's just their brain. It goes back to that trauma. So the point of this series is to educate people of what they're going through and hopefully get the person support as long as they want the help. Yeah.
So that's the basis of what you do is provide essentially wellness to people who have been harmed. I'm gonna say more so mentally, or mostly harmed slash scarred, and they can't really move forward. They need some support. They need assistance. So a lot of times they don't know where to turn. So, but they can turn to you.
Yeah, like I teach skills of techniques you could use anytime, but also I do sessions where you go in and basically you're helping reform it, reform or reframe what happened. And so you still remember what happened, but it's not giving you that emotional charge. It's not triggering you. Just so you can go on through life and feel productive and happy.
You know, one of the things I think could help people is the nervous system reset.
Yes, I do that. That a lot of my videos I explain about that because it's so helpful. And this day and age, everyone is stressed out. People are triggered. Trauma is talked about more now, but a lot of people don't realize it, why they're feeling this way, and so it really helps.
So it's like a computer. If your laptop is locked up and you can't get past enter, then logically you reset it, you reboot it.
Yeah, actually, it's good we're in nature right now because that's another way to reboot it. I could do it right now. If you're like have your feet on the ground and you even touch a tree,
Let's see.
like that, and you breathe a couple times. Basically, it's grounding yourself and you're feeling calmer, and that's why it's hard to feel stressed out if you're in nature.
Okay.
That's just a quick little tip.
And if people want to see nature, well,
That's nature, yeah.
this is the nature.
It's a little rainy today, but that's okay.
Well, it was rainy the other day too, so it's all good. Okay, well,
Yeah.
I guess that wraps this episode up. Would you say?
Yeah, so thanks for watching. This is video number 3. There'll be another one coming out. Thanks a lot. Comment below of your experience of trauma or addiction in your family as well. See you again. Thank you.